Okay, dear fellas, I'm literally standing at the position where the new motorway is gonna, the motorway corridor is gonna pass. So, if you can see, there is a house that is partly demolished. So that is where the motorway is gonna come from this direction, and then it's going from this direction. I'm gonna turn 180 degrees into this direction. My my property is located to the right, so this is where my property is located. So you can see that there are some stable, some buildings. So that is where the motor is literally passing next to my property, so next to these two buildings. At the left you can see my property, so I'm gonna just walk through a little bit. So over here you can see some of the stables and properties for the horse food, and so this is not expropriated, even though the motor is literally passing 2 meters, 2 to 3 meters from this pillar on the left. So, and further on in this direction, there is a house, and there is also another field. So that is on the left hand side. So the motorway is coming in that direction. So it's coming like this, yeah. And my property is located here, so in this direction. So right of the motorway. So that is where my property is located. The protective belt of the motor is actually finishing around, if I can see, so somewhere around here, so in that direction also. So it's going literally across my stable into that direction. So that is where the protective belt. So it's from here till roughly here. So from here till here it's a protective belt. And then my property over there is the house, and so on. So that is where my property is located. And I requested it to be expropriated, but nearly 3 years after my request, nothing has been done. On another side, there is another property. There is a field. Here used to be raspberries, so it's literally across the road. So my property is here. Across the road there is another field, and also the protective belt from that field is literally running from something like from here to, let's say, the estimate it's something around here, yeah. So there. So roughly from here till maybe like that, in that direction, is protective belt. All this is expropriated. And further on, so you can see this used to be the raspberry field, but now it's just abandoned. Nothing grows here. So just a year ago it used to be raspberry, year or 2 years ago it used to be raspberry field. Now there is nothing. So you can see that it's in the protective belt and in another belt which is just next to a protective one. And this is across the road. This is my house and my property. So nothing on this side is expropriated, even though it is in the protective belt, and just further on, all from this side is expropriated. So if I go further on, you can actually see that this field is literally across the road from my house. So it's still, this is all expropriated. Nearly 3 years ago, and this side around here, just across the road, it's not. So I can put it from this direction. So everything over here is expropriated, and even further on, nothing around here is expropriated. And that is why I was writing to you, and that is why I was requesting that you consider this So yes, this is another piece of information just to give you the idea about what is going on here. So everything on the left is expropriated, everything on the right is not expropriated. Yes. Yes. Thank you.